The crowd beat him up. Even an Indonesian man was caught up in it, and they even called in a Japanese officer, handing Ivana and the man over to him. Facing the betrayal from Indonesians, I swore before I died, my blood will flow like a river, and I will make your lives uneasy. After saying that, Ivanas stood up, ready to fight the Japanese officer to the death. While his courage was commendable, sadly, he was still chopped down by the officer. After Ivanas' death, his body wasn't intact. A Japanese officer tossed his head into a dry well. Luckily, the Indonesian man who admired Ivana came to collect his body, even using some Indonesian secret techniques. He sealed Ivana's body in mud, and after settling things, he burst out of the basement with a bamboo stick, ready to fight the little devils. Unfortunately, he wasn't even close to a match for instantly knocked down by the Japanese. The scene shifts to 1993, with Deme and her brother Sayashui on a bus. Deme has eye problems. Meanwhile, her brother Sayashui is fine. Deme took him to the mountains for treatment, and the long trip left Sayashui bored on the bus. So, he forced his sister to play a finger-guessing game, but Deme decided to play by her own rules. Sayashui lost the first round and asked to play again. This time, she switched up her gestures. Deme just took a glance and guessed it was 2. Unexpectedly, her brother threw a curveball, saying it could be both 2 and 11. Suddenly, a strange noise arose. Deme, dazed, saw a girl move to her mom, but her brother found the back seat empty. Deme's strange act frightened her brother. She thought it was fatigue-induced hallucination. They got off midway to comfort him. Seeing that they weren't far from the sanatorium, they decided to walk the rest of the way, and soon enough, they found it. At that moment, the sanatorium had just sent off a group of departing guests, and the staff spotted the brother and sister. A strong man hurried forward to greet them, and just like that, the siblings were led into the building by the staff. In 1943, the Japanese occupied this place, committing unforgivable crimes here. Now it's a sanatorium with taboos, e.g., annual Eid al-Fitr and all feast. Every year, some leave and some arrive. Kang is one of them, and he was already smitten with Deme. Deme seemed to favor Kang, but fortunately, Nurse Y greeted, prompting Kang to drop her hand. Not long after, Sayashui adapted to the new environment, finding a body of his own age, while Nurse Y was teaching Deme how to rap songsi. Their sweet interactions made Kirihua, who liked Y, feel jealous. Seeing them flirt, Kirihua couldn't resist and dressed up to attract them. Seeing that, Y claimed he just wanted to help Deme with her eyes, having no other intentions, while Deme awkwardly stood by. The scene changes. Sayashui is drawn to an axe. He tries to grab it, but an old man stops him, saying it's too dangerous. Let's just play with the frisbee, the old man said, tossing it out, but he accidentally sent it straight into an abandoned room. Everyone avoided the spot. The old man promised a new one to Sayashui, left with help, while Sayashui stayed by the frisbee. Helpless, Kang agreed to retrieve the frisbee for him, but by then, it had already started pouring outside. Deme, fearing her brother would fall ill in the rain, took an umbrella to find him. Kang's sudden arrival startled her, and her brother said Kang had opened the door for him. After hearing that, Deme brushed aside earlier grievances, and the three began exploring the room together. Subtitles: the room held many WW2 items. Due to eye issues, Deme turned to look, but then Deme fell into a basement, and instantly her brother and Kang arrived at the noise. Seeing Deme helplessly lying on the ground, they rushed into the basement. They tried to help Deme up, and Sayashui and Kang explored the surroundings like they'd found a new world, but Deme was drawn to a corner of the wall. She saw a white cloth covering something in the corner that looked like a sitting person. Kang lifted the cloth, and the three gasped in shock. Kang gently tapped the statue to check for unusual signs, only then did their hearts temporarily calm down. Just then, Nurse Y arrived with a flashlight. Seeing that, Kang hurried to tell him about the gramophone and the box nearby, thinking they were WW. He hoped Y could help move them, but little did he know what Kang was actually thinking. What was actually going on in Kang's mind? He was extremely panicked. What Kang was thinking had everything to do with him. Kang's thoughts were about the basement before him, filled with many antiques waiting to be claimed. Meanwhile, Deme bent down and touched the statue again, feeling that its texture was eerily lifelike, not like a mere statue. Moreover, it exuded a mysterious liquid, resembling blood. Just when Deme was about to turn away, the statue suddenly stood up behind. The moment she touched it, Deme heard an unsettling sound and quickly turned around, but the statue sat back down. The more she examined the statue, the more suspicious she felt, so she rushed out, taking a broken wooden box, unaware of their knowledge. They had unknowingly broken a seal, releasing a tragic soul gone wrong Ivana, the one who died with grievances back then. An old lady nearby inquired who these things belonged to, and the old man stated they must have been left by the Dutch. The old lady advised against meddling, fearing they might disturb something unclean. Nearby, Akang's grandmother argued with the old lady, thinking her words were overly mystical and didn't want to scare the other guests. But the old lady replied that the Japanese had caused many massacres here, with countless mistreated souls. After all, she was one of the survivors. Akang found a record in the basement and, while no one was looking, placed it on the turntable. It was a Dutch folk song,